Hey guys, it's Nate. Welcome back to the channel. I want to talk a little bit today kind of just about what is the first rule of using YNAB. So the first rule is give every dollar a job. Now what does that really mean? So when it comes down to it, to be a successful budgeter and to be successfully financially free with your money, you have to start with that rule, and that is to give every dollar a job. Now, regardless of the dollar amount, you should never, ever have any amount of money that's in a checking account, a savings account, an investment account, even cash on hand, that it doesn't have a job. Now, sometimes that job will be, hey, Mr. Dollar, you're going to go into my emergency fund. And your job is to sit there and do nothing. And hopefully not ever have to do much. But your job is to sit there and to catch me whenever that emergency, unfortunately, is going to happen. Now that counts as a job. Now on the other side, sometimes that job for that dollar is going to be, hey, Mr. Dollar, you are now supposed to go into my checking account and you're going to sit there because on the first of the month, Mr. Mortgage is going to come and want, the bank is going to come and want that money. And at that point, your job, Mr. Dollar, is to then transfer over to the bank. But the whole point is that regardless of what spectrum you're on, you're giving that dollar a job. So that could also be, hey, once again, even if it's fun stuff, just because you're budgeting doesn't mean that, oh, I can only budget and I can never spend any money. A budget gives you, the place to spend. That's the whole point. It gives you the opportunity, the freedom to spend because you're deciding. Now, obviously, sure, over time, you may want to set more financial goals to accomplish certain things. But at the same time, if you're just starting and, hey, you put this amount of money in, your restaurant budget, if you don't go over that, guess what? That's what it was there for. That's why you put those dollars, to go to work, to be there for when you need to go to, whatever restaurant or fast food place to pick up food, right? You said, hey, that's what I'm going to put it there. That's their job. The whole point is that you did it. You didn't just leave it there and just leave it in your account and just wonder where it went. So that is kind of rule one in, a nutshell. You kind of need to make sure that every dollar has a job. And guess what? The more you give every dollar a job, then you start to learn that, I don't really want them to have that job. I can send them to go work over here and, invest in the stock market. And now that, is going to recruit, that dollar is going to recruit another dollar, and therefore they're going to make even more money. I'd rather do that than to put them in this fund that's going to, deplete when I spend it, right? But at first, just give every dollar a job. So, use the YNAB software, I think, is the best way to use this. But even today, just write on a piece of paper every dollar that you have in your bank account right this very second. Start today, write it down, and if you are interested in using the YNAB software, I do have a link down in the description below, and it will give you 34 free days to use the YNAB software and start today, and just go in and just start at the top, and it's going to tell you, rule one, every dollar has a job from what you have today, not when you're getting paid in 2 weeks, right now. So go ahead and start today, go get that free 34-day trial. I've loved it, had it for years, and hey, that's what we talk about on this channel. Start today. Hey, so if you're looking for a more comprehensive, kind of going through all the rules and the software in general, I did a video that's kind of all about the YNAB workshops, step by step. So definitely go check that video out over here, and also make sure you subscribe if you want to hear more about the YNAB budgeting program and just investing in personal finance in general. Thanks for being with me today, and we'll see you over in this video.